Smart slider puzzles in the palm of your hand? Let's check this out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. Well, let's put the box aside and I'll show you the device itself. This is the Giiker Super Slide puzzle game, and you'll notice it has magnets. So I can hold it upside down and the pieces aren't going to fall out, but when I'm ready to start solving the puzzle, I can do so. Now you're looking and you're seeing, oh cool, check out, there's a little screen here and there are buttons. And so it's really important up front to say that the screen doesn't mirror what you're doing on the board. The screen shows you the setup, and it has over 500 different puzzles, and your goal with all the puzzles, let me just move this up here, with all the puzzles is to get the red unit, the big one, into the center of the bottom. And when you do, you have solved that level. Now, it doesn't know if you set it up properly or not, so it's now giving me credit for solving that level. It's kind of cheating, right? Now, one of the cool things it has is it has learning mode. So if you get stuck on a level, you can actually go and it will show you step by step on the screen its optimal solution for each of the over 500 built-in puzzle levels. There are also challenge modes where it will time how fast you go and then give you a score. So if you get to the point where you think you're really good at these slider puzzles, you can do that. Now, it includes all these pieces and a couple of extra pieces so you can assemble different puzzles. And here's something it took me a while to figure out. On that screen, can you see that little green, those two green squares? Well, what are the green squares when there aren't any green puzzle pieces? And the answer is when a blue puzzle piece is up and down or vertical, then it's shown here in blue. If it's horizontal, it's shown in green. Why they chose to do that, I am not clear, but I guess they wanted to differentiate in certain puzzles, but it is something that will confuse you at the beginning. But ultimately, it's going to take maybe 15 or 20 seconds to figure out how this works. You go to a level, and when I push one of the buttons, I can choose levels. You can see that's 8. I can go to level 9, and then it will show me the puzzle layout, and then I duplicate that with the tiles, and then I try to solve it. Now, I'll show you how that works in just a second, but I also want to say that you heard this. You can mute it by holding the first two buttons down for a couple of seconds, and then that puts it in mute mode. So if you want to use it in an environment like you're on a really boring business call, or your kid endlessly plays this thing and you don't want to hear it constantly making sound, just put it in mute mode. Super easy. It is powered by 2 AA batteries that fit into the back here. No screwdriver needed. That's pretty handy. I don't think they're included in the box, so you'll want to make sure that you have that. And if you're going to travel with this, you'll notice that once I put this piece in, this is full and I still have extra pieces. So there are some third parties that make travel cases that are perfectly sized for this. A totally reasonable investment if you're giving this to someone or if you want it for yourself. This is such a great thing for like an airplane, because if you hit turbulence, you don't lose the pieces because they're all magnetic, right? So that makes it pretty easy to work with. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring the camera around and show you just a little bit of the hands-on demo. So let's do that. Let's get started by turning it on. And you'll see I'm on puzzle 6, so it's going to show me the puzzle setup, and I already have it set up. So I push once, and it stops blinking, and now I can either start solving the puzzle myself, or if I want to try learn mode, I can push and hold the learn button, and then you can't really see very well. There are 2 arrows up here, and it lets you step through moves. So let's go back. So let's see, we started there. So our first move is to move this piece here. And then our next move is to move this piece here. Then our next move is to move this piece here. And then that one here and up here. And I'm going to guess that green one, which is really blue, is going to move up here. And notice I have the other pieces on the edge. They're just there for decoration. I can't really do anything with them. But if we pull the pieces out, you can see here's that target we're trying to reach with our red unit. And as soon as we move it onto there, we've solved the puzzle. So that's really the whole demo right there, is that I can now move to the next puzzle, right? So let's see, if I push the arrows, now I can move to puzzle 7. And that one's a very different setup. So let's see, we got 2 white, 2 yellow, 2 yellow, and we got like that, and that, and that, and then the red one's gonna be here. Is that right? Yep, and we have a hole here, we have one here and a hole here, and then we're gonna need one of the blue ones here, and then the other 2 yellow go there. And now I'm ready to solve the puzzle, so I can just push this button, and then I can just solve it myself. I can say, I don't really need to see what this is showing me. I can just do the slider puzzle myself. And whatever it is I want to do, you can see I'm just sort of moving things around without actively trying to solve it. I don't think this is a good strategy, but you can get the idea. Let's see, I guess I can do that and move that out of the way. And then we can just sort of keep doing that and get that blue one up and out. So now the red one can go there. So now we can potentially solve it. It's going to take a little bit of fiddling because we need to get these guys over. All of that can slide up. This can slide over and down. And same thing again. We could even do that, that. Let's see. That goes there. And then we just solved it. So there you go. I just solved puzzle number 7, but let me reset it to puzzle number 7 and let me jump back on camera. Solved that puzzle. Now it's time for me to go to the next puzzle. And as you can see, I've duplicated the layout here, and there's the green and it's blue. That's just horizontal versus vertical, pretty straightforward. So let me give you some dimensions, then we'll talk about the price. So it is 7 inches tall, 4 1/4 inches wide, and about 1 inch thick. It's super light, even with the batteries in it. It's really easy for even the youngest of children to tote this around as they're inclined. And price-wise, well, hold on. I'm going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. I get a ton of gear from a ton of different companies, and I always give you the straightforward review, the straightforward scoop, so you know whether it's something that's going to work for you or not. So I appreciate when you subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe, and then a click on that little bell icon so you get notifications of my new reviews. And we're connected. How sweet is that? Now, before I get to the price, I want to say that as much as I really like this, and I am going to recommend it be something you pick up, it is worth noting that it is initially disappointing that when I slide this, that doesn't change on the display. I think for them to do that, like with chess boards, where you like move your piece and then the board knows what's changed, that requires a lot more circuitry, and then every single one of these would need to have some sort of a identifier on it, and it's just going to make this unit way more expensive. So that's the biggest thing people are going to notice. It is, you know, there's some little rattly bits in there and stuff, so it's not the most incredibly expensive unit, but it's also not the most incredibly expensive unit. I think it's super fun, and my friends and my sister also really like slider puzzles. I think this would entertain her for many hours. So how much is it? Well, this is the Giiker Super Slide puzzle game, and it's $51.99. Currently on Amazon, there's a 10% promo, dropping it down to $46.97. That sounds a little spendy, but think about this. No phone, no internet, no computers, no technology. You can play this while backpacking in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's super fun, and these 2 batteries that it requires are going to last forever because it's really not using much power. So there's a lot to like about this because it is so modest. And I will say this, the company makes other cool toys too. Check this out. This is their Smart 4. It's a 4 in a row 3D puzzle. And you can play player versus player if you have 2 people around, or you can play against the AI. Super cool. This one's a little bit more expensive at $79.99, but the company really has this fun idea of finding that intersection of standalone technology while still giving you that kinesthetic experience of playing this game. Now, the company also has a slider puzzle app for your iPhone or your Android, but that defeats the whole purpose of having a physical game that you can play. So I'm a big fan. Definitely think you want to check this out. That's all I got. I'm gonna go back and need to solve this puzzle, so I'll have to catch you in my next video.